Oh, the cope has begun. We are now in phase 2. Now, phase 1 is the chuds have been owned. The game is a massive hit. Own it. You're done. Cope and seethe, chuds. Cope and seethe, you chuds. Now, phase 2 is where we get this. Oh, it's not exactly a hit, but it's still doing okay. It's not exactly a hit, but it's still doing okay, though. And then the next phase will them be admitting that it's not doing well, and then layoffs, etc., etc. And then they'll be mad that we didn't play it. But this game needs to do incredibly well. It needs to be the biggest Assassin's Creed ever, actually, for Ubisoft to be happy, because they desperately need a big hit. And at least one outlet put out an article admitting that, but they still say it's doing well, but it's tracking behind Valhalla, a massive game that did really good in sales, which leads to this kind of quote from IGN. Don't compare Assassin's Creed Shadows launch to the perfect storm Valhalla benefited from. Ubisoft internal email says, compared to Origins, Odyssey, and Mirage. So Ubisoft sent out a cope email to raise the spirits of their crew, which is fine. Their 2-hour credit crew. Holy shit. By the way, a 2-hour credit. There's managers for managers of managers and associates to associates to associates. It's the biggest bloat I've ever seen. I can't think of a game that's had 2 hours of credits before. It's insane. All the people that were just sucking money off of Ubisoft's tit for this game. So they put out this cope email, which has led to everybody covering it, saying Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't doing as well as Valhalla, but that's okay. That's okay, is it? Because this game needs to make a shitload of money to offset all of the money that they've lost. And that's not going to happen. You will now see that whatever they decide to do, I don't know, Tencent buying the entire company, Tencent buying assets, or that weird, let's split off assets into a new company, but still have Ubisoft around, except without any high-value assets. That doesn't make any sense. Well, let's move Rainbow Six, Assassin's Creed, and Far Cry all to this new company, and we're going to leave Ubisoft intact, but without any value. Weird business decisions being kicked around. But Ubisoft, I don't think they make it to the end of the year now. This was kind of what they really needed and were banking on, and it's not paying off. It's not paying off. This game is a colossal failure. They can kick around their weird players played number all they want. Those are not the same as sales. Ubisoft Plus is not some big Gamer Pass rival that's going to rise up and save this company. They are plain and simply fucked. So here's what's going on here. Let's take a look at what they're saying and what that email said. The claim is that 27% of Shadow's total activations were on PC. Ubisoft is telling employees that Steam played a major role in Shadow's performance on PC without revealing exact sell-through numbers. It says early results are a strong validation of our decision to return to the platform. Oh, yeah, all 60,000 sales. Maybe people haven't played it yet. It could be. It's probably 100,000. Now, what they're claiming is that the game is just doing gangbusters on PlayStation 5. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. The trophy data suggests otherwise. If you go to PlayStation Profiles or whatever that site is, I went to it on a video the other day. But that would suggest otherwise. We're never going to find out those exact numbers. But these COPE emails and this damage control from the press tells me that something stinks. Generally, Ubisoft is talking up player engagement, which is at record levels, and feedback across moderated, verified platforms, those less affected by review bombing, remains incredibly positive. Shadows was the most wish-listed Ubisoft game of all time, and it's doing better than any other Assassin's Creed game on Twitch, even Valhalla, not anymore. Wow, all these things that have nothing to do with sales. Okay. Yes. Amazing. It's here that Ubisoft's internal communication provides context on comparisons between Shadows' launch and other games in the franchise. What's clear is that Shadows is not doing as well as Valhalla did at launch, but Ubisoft is saying it's not fair to compare the two because Valhalla benefited from the perfect storm of pandemic-fueled stay-at-home gaming and the launch of the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in 2020. Valhalla launched under extraordinary conditions. This is all COPE, too. All COPE. Excuses. Then they talk about that the game launched in March, which was their decision. Historically, Assassin's Creed games launch just ahead of the U.S. Thanksgiving window, which typically boosts sales. That was your decision to do. You did that. What a COPE. Now, we should have released it back then, even though we delayed it twice. For polish, which I'm still not seeing that polish. The game runs like shit from what I've seen. Oh, man, this is COPE. You know, if the game was successful, they wouldn't be doing this. The game would talk for itself. But they're running around releasing emails saying, don't compare it to that game. And it's actually got all this engagement through wish lists and all of these things that don't translate to money. It's really strange. It's almost like they're trying to convince people the game is a success, which is probably a response to their stocks, which have been crumbling since the game launched. Nobody believes this bullshit. This game is an L, and it's their own fault. It's their own fault, and they're paying for it. So, I'm here for it. We'll see what happens. I think this game is going to... We're going to have a good idea of how bad things really are. Probably within a week or two. Someone will come out and leak something or something. But, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.